Beach FM kick-off sports breakfast show with HMC Kapiti, your local authorised Kia and Suzuki sales and service agent, and now your local AA Auto Centre. At HMC Kapiti, the journey just gets easier. Find out how easy online at hmckapiti.co.nz.
You're back on the Kickoff Sports Breakfast Show on Beach FM 106.3. Let's talk Heartland now. Let's welcome back to the show from the Horowhenua Kapiti Rugby Union. It's the Heartland coach, Chris Wilton. Kia ora, Chris.
Kia ora, how's it going, all right?
Good, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. First and foremost, I'm going to ask, how did you find the North-South game last week?
Oh, what a thrilling game that was. With Cody playing for the South, I really support him. But, it was right down to the wire and everything we could want for an inter-island game, mate. So it was really good.
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
Absolutely, mate. I even had a Crusader on the show last week, but only because he's a friend. Yeah, mate. Do you reckon possibly with everything going on, this could have been the year we could have seen a best of three, a state of O kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was listening to John Curran the other day. He reckons it's best of one. But, if you look at state of origin and things like that, it could be pretty exciting, eh?
I know they don't have the international schedule like us in regards to rugby, but they still manage to play 25, 27 games of league in a season and still manage to fit in those 3 games on midweek. So I'm sure there's something that could happen in the future, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, just by default, it's an All Black trial and things like that. So it would really do the All Blacks a good job to have those 3 games and get them all hardened up for Test rugby. So, yeah, I'd be a fan of it.
Yeah, absolutely. At that level as well, the intensity would definitely test some players.
No, it was an awesome game.
Yeah. Mate, we're looking forward to a bit of Heartland games. Next week, you take on the Bush at Otaki Domain for Sam's Day. How's the team looking so far?
Oh, I've been really happy with the team. We've started training and... there's a lot of good things happening with players putting their hand up and having all local players, no loan players from outside the union. And they've had a fantastic attitude this week and they've had a lot to take on with 2 weeks prep, trying to take in strategies and game plans and line-out calls and zones. And there's a lot to take on and a lot for the debutants to take on. But... really, really happy with their attitude. And, like on Thursday night, it was, we trained for an hour and a half in the torrential rain and they really did really well. And everyone was very positive there. So, I couldn't be happy with the attitude of the guys.
Outstanding, mate. I don't mean to single out anybody, but usually in a new team, new environment, people taking the step from club to representative. Some, they take it with both hands, some don't. But has there been some of the boys that have come in this season especially that have really impressed you of how they've taken into the environment?
Oh, yeah, they all have in a way. But, yeah, there has been some people that at training I've thought that they've really done very well, yeah. Yeah.
And with this contest against the Bush, mate, is it? Do you get to feel out combinations, or is it here's your starting team and that's it for the rest of the competition, or the 4 games at least?
Oh well, this is the first class game. We're playing for the PGG Wrightson Cup, so it's never easy against Wairarapa. They are our traditional rivals and. We've just really got to put our first foot forward and, give it our best shot. It's probably the hardest thing is that before we play first class, it's our first game together. So we would normally have 2 or 3 pre-seasons before we step up to that level. So it's like the year unknown, COVID and things like that. But they'll be in the same boat too. So one thing I do know, there'll be plenty of passion and plenty of things going on next Saturday.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Hey, as you mentioned, we normally get a couple pre-season games where you can put a squad of 30 and basically change up the teams at half-time, but this time you don't. So going into next week's game, first class game of the season, do you have your squad set? Do you have your 15 in your head kind of thing?
Oh, in our heads, we may do. We do in a way. Next week's a new week. It was very unfortunate. One of our star players, Nathan Kendrick, in the first warm-up drill, got knocked out by another one of our players, so was out for 3 weeks, which was a bit of a blow.
No.
So yeah, we do have the majority of the squad lined up and know what we want to see. Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Well, looking forward to seeing you guys in the colours next week for sure. Lastly, mate, ITM, Mitre 10, or whatever the NPC in my head, that kicks off this weekend. Thoughts on the stat competition with all the ABs playing?
Oh, Mitre 10 Cup, yeah, it's a little bit of a throwback to when all the All Blacks are playing for their province, and you know, people like Sam Whitelock haven't played since 2010 for Canterbury. I just think it'll be another fantastic competition. You know, despite all the COVID things, you know, clubs been fantastic. You know, the North-South game, there's been some really good rugby. I think that the Mitre 10's going to dish us up some great rugby, and as always, we'll find some new talent and things like that coming through. So, yeah, looking forward to it, but not as much as next Saturday.
Absolutely, mate. Well, go well over the next coming week. Hopefully, maybe we'll catch up next week as well. But, mate, excited to see you guys out there in the colours again. And, yeah, mate, all the best over the next week.
Yeah, you won't be as excited as these players and myself. So, yeah, I'll look forward to that.